Hello, good morning, everyone. Very warm welcome to babycode free IELTS classes. I'm Tanu Vimani here, an ITP certified trainer and a TEFL TESOL certified trainer too. So, as you know that I'm coming up with my speaking module. Today is live session 5 and it's about linking words. How effectively you can use linking words in your IELTS speaking. Linking words are advisable to use in writing also and speaking also, but today we are going to conduct a session on speaking. Now, what is, or I would say, what are linking words? How do we know about linking words? How they are effective? What are the tips for those and how you can use it? Linking words are the use to connect two phrases, your two sentences, the connection of your ideas in your spoken as well as in your written task, right? By linking words, you can show the examiner that you have a smooth transition of your speaking language. It also allows you to speak naturally with the easy flow of your manner. Linking words tell the examiner that you know the topic also and you have the ability to talk about your fluency, to showcase your fluency, right? So students can find that examiner will be looking for this because your one of the band parameters says fluency and coherence, which means that you have to be in a fluent manner when you speak. Now, linking words are very important to achieve higher score in your IELTS part because your band descriptor says that you have to connect your ideas in a fluent and coherent manner. So if you want to know what is linking words, let's look at the next slide also. Before moving forward, I'm going to talk about two ideas and will give you some time to think. Now, when you want to make a comparison, I'm just giving an example. When you want to talk about two sides, one side and the another side, what linking words you usually use? We use on the one hand, on the other hand. That means you talk about two sides. You're talking about the two opposite sides, right? Now, suppose when you want to give, when you want to talk about something, the other function is giving you some time to think. Then what you have to do is, if I were to give my honest opinion about this, so that means it gives you a time so that you can bridge your ideas. Coming to the point, you can use this linking word, this linking phrase, so that your time will be managed here. Now let's look at some of the linking words tips. How to, or I would say some tips which will be helpful for you to focus on the skill. First is do not overuse transition words. Sometimes examiner complains that candidate is using this linking words in an over excessive manner. So you should not use this. Look for where the transition words you can use effectively. Sometimes the paragraphs are framed as first, second, third, finally. Try and read lots of example, or I would say try and listen to the lots of recordings, and then you will come to know about that how to use it, but do not use it in a over way. Second is be accurate. Always connect your ideas. There are thousands of ideas. Try to use connectors, linking words in a correct way. Do your homework, I would say, right? Try to use, or I would say know the difference between the different connectors, results of and results in, how to use it correctly. Third is mix it up. When you want to use different connectors, but use it in a correct way. Effectively, you have to use so that you can get maximum points, right? Fourth is stop the and the ums. These try to avoid these fillers and replace these fillers with the linker words and other discourse markers because they set you on a low mark when you say right. So avoid all these errors, I would say. Now, what are the tips? Few more tips which you need to keep in mind when you're preparing for a topic, that linking words cannot be used everywhere. When examiner asks you to talk about yourself, it is advisable not to use linking words. When talking about yourself, you should not use linking word. Usage of linking words in the speaking test is completely different from the linking words in the writing test. So mind this thing. Linking word like can be used during speaking when you want to give example, but it is not advisable to use the linking word while writing. You can use some different words. For instance, for example, You will never get high score only based on how many times you have used the linking words. There should be some content also, your grammatical range, your pronunciation, your vocabulary, which actually impress the examiner so that you can get the higher score. Linking words must come naturally when you speak. So remember this thing that you should not overuse it, right? Don't overuse it. Use it in an accurate way. You can mix up your linking words. Stop the fillers. You should use some good effective gap fillers. Now, these are some of the linking words connectors for the IELTS speaking. First simple connectors, which are also called as conjunction, is and, but, or. Right? These are very simple connectors which you can use. Second, complex connectors. What are complex connectors? When you have to add more information to the sentence, you can use the following linkers. Like, first one is another reason is. Second, also. Third, and. Fourth, as well as. So when you want to add more information, you can use these four linkers, right? Start making sentences with these. When you speak, start trying practicing. Time phrases. What connectors you can use to describe about time in your sentence? First is at the moment. Second, right now. At the present. Now. These days. Nowadays. Before. In the past. Years ago. At that time. Then. So these are the time phrases. When you want to describe about time in your statement, then you can use all these speaking connectors, right? So these are listed here with an example. You can read also, try to make different statements also. Next, causes and solutions. So what are the connectors you can use when you want to describe some causes and solution of a topic? First, because. I guess it is because of. I suppose the best way to deal with the problem is. The main reason is. It was caused by. And the best way to solve this is. So again, you are using connectors, right, for causes and solution. You can use all these connectors in your speaking. There are different questions on the part 3, just may you have to speak about causes and solution. Now, when you want to express your ideas, the following connectors you can use. I think one important thing is. I think the main difference is. I guess one difference is. So when you want to express idea, again, you can use these connectors. When you want to give example, now you're talking about a topic and then you want to give an example, you can use these connectors. For instance, like, for example, such as. So for instance, like, for example, such as. So you can use these connectors when you're giving the example. Being clear. When you want to state your statement very clearly, what connectors, what linking words you can use is, what I want to say is, as I was saying, what I mean is. So again, you are using different connectors to state your statement very clearly, right? When you want to contrast. Now, when you want to contrast, that means you have to explain about the other side. When you want to explain about the other side of your topic, then what connectors you can use? First is but. Second is while. Third is on the other hand. Fourth is although. And the fifth is or. So these are the linking words which you can use to explain the other side of your topic. For stating an opinion. Now, when you want to give your opinion on a certain topic, then what connectors you can use is, first one, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, I believe that, from my point of view. So you can use all these linking words when you want to state an opinion. Start practicing, I would say. Do not learn them, but yes, when you start apply in your speaking, then it becomes effective. Next, to express agreement. Now you want to show that yes, you agree with the topic and then you want to speak about it. So what linking words you can use is I am in an agreement. I quite agree that. I accept that. Exactly. So you will be using these connectors to express about your agreement. Next, signposting language. Signposting language are also that words that help you to connect to the examiner, or I would say to the listeners. Now you are the speaker and you are guiding your audience, your listener through this information. So what is signposting language? Signposting words are to begin with, however, in the same way, unfortunately, likewise, similarly, nonetheless, fundamentally, incidentally, furthermore. So you can see that these words they guide the examiner, or I would say they guide the listener to your talk, because you are actually guiding them that what you want to convey. You can see the example also to begin with. That means you're telling the person that now you're starting with something, you're beginning with something. Let's look at the eyes of the painting. So that means you are guiding with your information. See the second one, Ram had some animations to grave atop at the hill. However, his fears vanished later. So however is used here. Next statement is for in the same way. And the last is, unfortunately, his illness did not get better. So again, there is a signposting language which conveys that his illness did not get better. So they are telling you with their information. Now, gap fillers in English language. Gap fillers are also called as discourse markers, right? The main purpose of gap filler is that you should avoid fillers like r, because they are also used to indicate the emotions, right? Gap filler. For example, John has breathed his last after much suffering. So what this what this statement conveys is kind of an emotion. I kind of like it. So that means you're not sure of it, right? So these are the fillers of the English language. Now, why linking words are important? Because they help the test taker to structure your sentences, right? You are going to help with your sentences. You can make different sentences. It also helps you to connect your ideas while framing your sentences. It also highlight your speaking. You can talk about introduction, you can talk about conclusion of your statements, right? And one thing is that you will be getting the scores, 25% of your scores based on this band parameter. Now let's look at cue card topic and how this cue card topic has different connectors. Describe your favorite movie, when and where you saw it, what type of film it was, what was the film, what the film was about, and explain why it is your favorite film. So you can see the model answer here, but apart from seeing the model answer, I would suggest you that you should focus on the linking words used here. You can see the first linking word here, to begin with, right? What I mean is there are countless parameters. As far as I am concerned, although there are several other, I think Pulp Fiction was one of the first films. In the past, that means time connector here. I believe that another reason is that I came across, see the next here, in my opinion, I quite agree that. So you can see how different linking words are added in your cue card topic. Do not, I'm not making you learn here about how to frame a cue card, but yes, how to add connectors in your cue card, right? So focus on the usage of linking devices here. You can see here the linking was used in the cue card topic. To begin with, it's a signpost word. That means he's beginning with his talk. What I mean is he's a focusing connector, and means a simple connector, a conjunction, or again it's a connector. As far as I'm concerned, he's talking about his opinion. In the past is a time phrase. I believe that is again an opinion. Another reason is a complex connector, in my opinion, is a stating an opinion. I quite agree, expressing an agreement, nonetheless, is signposting language. So you can see that how your words are connected. So you can also start practicing on your baby code application, right? Start practicing on it daily so that you can get your band scores. The band scoring are according to the 4 band parameters. Practice mock tests on a daily basis. Start speaking tests with live code application. Try these steps which I'm providing you on a daily basis, right? Check out our live session on YouTube and on the baby code application also. Do the star rating. Drop your comments for any queries or any topic you want me to cover. And I will be making these kind of sessions so that I can help you with your English skills. Thank you so much for watching our live session 5. Stay tuned for the upcoming sessions also because I'm going to cover up more speaking topics which will be very effective and help you to ace IELTS. So thank you so much. Stay tuned. Bye bye. Take care.